Here. What's going on, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to Mafia Talk. It's your boy Julian Jae Mafia. As always, Big Cuz Pedro PZ in the building. How you feeling tonight, cuz? It is draft day eve. How we feeling? How we feeling? Oh, hold up. 1 second. Let me fix Big Cuz.
Am I back?
All right, now let me get myself in. All right. Little technical difficulties.
Oh. Hey.
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get this stuff together, man.
What's going on,
bad, folks. All right. There's me. Now
there's you.
What's in the building? How come I don't know how to do this anymore? I'm sorry, folks. Add. Boom. There we go. Welcome to Mafia Talk. I'm sorry for that little technical difficulty. Because how you feeling today on draft day eve?
I don't know how I'm feeling, actually.
You don't know?
I don't know.
How you think Big Baller Bean feeling tonight?
I think he's feeling confident.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think he's feeling confident. I think he's feeling a hell of a lot more confident than a lot of Bills fans right now.
Oh, absolutely. As we all know, we kind of through this offseason, we went through a major shift, let go of a lot of older players, let go of our top two receivers. So Bills are in definite need, not just for receiver, but for a lot of other players. Safety is one of them. We definitely need more at cornerback. Definitely defensive line on outside and inside. We definitely could use offensive line. So there's definitely a lot of players that we're going to need for that cheap deal. We don't necessarily have the cap space and more money to pick up free agents like a T. Higgins or maybe a Brandon Ayuk that's still up in the air.
Yeah, but
go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
Next year we'll have a bunch of cap space. So if Bean could rework some work some magic with how you structure a contract. So
yeah,
not everything's off the table just yet.
Absolutely. My man John Robert, always in the chat as always, man. We appreciate your loyalty, your support, and you in the comments, man. We got Matthew in the building as well. He got Brian Thomas Jr. And honestly, throughout all the mock drafts that I've seen and I heard and all the podcasts that I've listened to, that looks like the main person that's most likely going to fall to us. What do you think about that, cuz?
I think we're still going to have to trade up to get him, too.
Trade up? Okay.
But that I have a trade in mind. I just, some of y'all might hate me for this, but I say we move up to 6.
Wow, cuz, yeah, he ain't tell me nothing about it. He said he got something hot cooking. God, I say we to 6. What you gonna give up? You gonna give up?
Okay, hear me out. If you give up first, this year's first, second, and a fourth. Next year, first, and then a fourth. Jeez, now, hold on.
He's selling the house, chat.
Hold on, no, we're not. Hold on. But before y'all get on me about, we won't have a first round pick next year, we still keep our 2 seconds for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So you could package one of them, both
So
of
you
them to
can get
move up
back in.
back into the first round if you want.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not really too worried about a first round pick for us because if this works out, that first round pick will be early second round anyway.
Okay.
So, and minus the fact the Giants always willing to trade with us. So I'm just saying, this is just
You,
a
you already
talking
got
point.
John talking. He ain't gonna. I mean, it's
Yeah,
unlikely, but
I knew some of y'all wasn't gonna like it, but it is what it is. It's just a
yeah.
talking point.
Right.
And
Right.
with
Right.
that sixth pick,
I was gonna
I
tell you
think
what we doing with that number 6.
the Bills take Ramaduze
I'm a
from
Duze.
Washington. From
Now
Washington.
you think getting a player like
I
that
want
is
to
worth
move
it?
up to 4 and go get Marvin Harrison Jr. because I feel like
You sure you're not gonna be number 2?
move up that far, you might as well. No, he won't go 2. The 3 quarterbacks will go 1, 2, 3. The quarterbacks will go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I figure for me, if I'm gonna move all the way up, I might as well just move all the way up and get the best guy in the draft. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
heavy. So my question to you, with you just saying that, is he worth the amount of capital you gave up? You gave up a lot of players. Like what? That's like 4 or 5
yeah,
players you gave up for that one guy. Do you think that will skyrocket us? Like make us back to an elite
yeah. It
offense
gives you
that we
your
was?
number 1 wide receiver on a 5-year rookie contract. So
Yeah.
now that opens up a whole new window with Josh. So I mean, we can do. That's just I'm just throwing that one out there. You know,
Gotcha. Yeah,
granted,
hot and spicy right there. That's definitely a hot and spicy, man. You got my mouth burning off that.
McDermott's proved he can coach a good defense with third and fourth stringers. So,
Absolutely.
and you can plug in here and there with 1-year deals. I'm just saying, if you're gonna go big, go big.
Yeah. I hear that. Hefe in the building, my brother, always showing love and support. As always, he got a show coming up. Yo, Hefe, definitely drop the information to your event coming up. He's opening up for Shy Glizzy. Fucking for all the people who know, you got a show coming up. Definitely show love and support. Even if you're not gonna make it, man, a share, a like, all that good stuff, man. Definitely appreciate it. So definitely tune in. Hefe, you got big things coming up, man. Make sure y'all tune in and show him some love. And he talked about don't let Kyle Brandt announce any picks. But if you remember, the pick he announced was Terrell Bernard, and we ain't win the Super Bowl that year. But he definitely is a stud, man. He came in that second year. He did not play his rookie year. Came in the second year and pretty much took over the defense because Matt Milano got hurt with his leg injury. So he not only stepped in to the defense as a starting linebacker, because we all know Milano's not necessarily the middle linebacker. He's more of the outside linebacker. That was Shemaine Edmonds' job. So he took over Edmonds' job. And Terrell Bernard, I mean, he was a dog. His instincts kicked in. He was all scared because of his size. He wasn't as big as Tremaine. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. But, I mean, he was a dog. He did not let me down. He stepped up when he needed to step up. He made plays. And he also took over the defense because, like I said, when Matt Milano got hurt, he took over the defensive playbook. So a lot was on his plate, and he did not disappoint. So shout out to Terrell Bernard. So, I mean, the player himself, yeah, but and what Kyle Brandt said, I mean, is there always next year?
So yeah, so that's one scenario. But I also got one more. I got another one where we stay at 28. And for
Okay.
me, if we stay at 28, I think I want Xavier Legette from
But yeah,
South Carolina.
that's
I
another
want
player.
Legette from South Carolina. And I also think if I'm the Bills, I'm double dipping. I'm coming back in the second round, and I'm either getting my man from Florida. What the hell is his name? I can't remember his name. Purcell or something like that.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me pull this because I got all the receivers in the top 20 receivers in the draft. I just got it's in this phone, so I've got to pull up another one. But real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. Nothing but love. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, show love and support to the Mafia Sports Report YouTube channel. You got my girl Amy in the building, as
What's going
always.
on,
Show nothing
Amy?
but love since day one. Man, we shaking, we baking, and we cooking. We right here, and Bean we trust. Big
I
baller
need
Bean.
one of those shirts.
Yeah, man, my boy had made it for me, so I got you. I got my press and my printer and all that, so I'll definitely get you one.
I need
This
one of
year is not
those.
Big Baller Bean. I don't know. It might have been Bargain Basket Bean, but
He's cooking right now. I'm telling you.
yeah, he's still the baller, man. So nonetheless, definitely excited. I mean, based off what you said, you're talking about moving up. I highly doubt we move up in the draft for the simple fact that I feel like we're gonna give up too much to get to the spot that we need to be. Maybe to give up like we did the one year to get Kincaid or to get James Cook, where we move up a couple spots. That I could see. We give up our first, maybe a fifth round pick, and move up 3-4 spots to jump somebody that might take a player that's on our board.
Listen, Jurassic times call for Jurassic measures.
I mean, I respect that.
Sometimes you have to go big. Listen, I understand, guys. We don't want to give up that much draft capital, but let's put this thing in a nutshell, man. We got about 3 to 4 more good running years of Josh Allen, and probably like 8 to 10 more good quarterbacking years of Josh Allen.
Yeah,
So we have to maximize it. You
right.
can plug and play. Like if you get a number one receiver on a 5-year rookie deal, that's more money you can use somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where everybody's like, we're giving up all this draft capital. Okay. You mean to tell me some of these we've already seen it. Vets are willing to come here. We don't need to sign it. We don't need to have every position locked up. You could plug and play here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I'm thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do understand and respect that. I'm not necessarily against you. In my opinion, I just feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth, but it's really a toss up. That's why we're not the GM. Is this guy? So it's gonna be tough. I personally feel like we're gonna go the other way. I feel like we're gonna trade out the first round to get more picks.
They better not. I'm
You
not
know,
staying
you'll
up.
be
I
upset.
don't want to stay up till 12 o'clock at night to see us pick, and then they come and trade out.
Yeah, waste of time. I get it. I
Like,
get
oh man, dude, you can't
it.
trade Stephon Diggs and then not go get a wide receiver.
Yeah,
You just
but
can't.
this draft is so deep. A receiver maybe they're not. I mean,
Where,
the way the draft goes, maybe it's not worth our 28 pick
do you
for
want to
that
take that
receiver.
chance? Do you want to take that chance?
Maybe we can get that same receiver in its early second round and trade
Okay.
out and get like a 35th pick and get that
Okay.
same player. Maybe.
That's cool. What if Kansas City decides to trade up and go get one of those guys? Then what we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I do understand. I do understand, but to respond to you on that, we always hit on our later rounds. I mean, a Matt Milano, 5th round pick.
I'm
Uh,
not.
Christian Bedford, 7th round pick. I mean,
Yeah, I feel you, but you can't always bank on that, man.
yeah, you're
How
right.
often does that happen?
Yeah, but we definitely make the most. I mean, let's go down the line of the 1st round draft picks that we did. I mean, who was our last year in 1st round? It was Kincaid. The year before that, Elam. He's wasn't worth that pick. Is he? I mean, he has another year to prove it, but as of now, I mean, he got that B word over his head. Where man, maybe you are a bust. We gonna see. We got one more year to prove it. Real
I
quick,
think
shout out to my man over there at 716 Sports. Nothing but love over there to my man Robbie, man. Definitely support. Show love to my boy over there.
Yeah, I think Kyer was more of a victim of they wanted OJ McDuffie and Kansas City took him.
Definitely appreciate you, Amy. I know you're hearing. Got a little congestion. I kind of went through the worst of it. So I'm just kind of letting a little bullshit get out. So we're good over here. Definitely appreciate you acknowledging that. Nothing but love. What you saying, cuz?
No, I don't even remember what I just said, to be honest with you. And I'm reading the comments in the chat too.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. But like I said, in my 1st round pick, if the player that we want that's on our draft board doesn't fall, I definitely see us moving out of the 1st round. But to go back to what you said, all that for getting rid of Stephon Diggs and we're not getting that dominant number one receiver. But honestly, do we really need a number one receiver? I mean, past 2 years, late in the season, we've kind of proved that we don't need a number one receiver because we let everybody else cook. That's the type of player Josh Allen is, that he doesn't force feed anybody, even to Stephon Diggs. He'll be lucky if he get the 10 receptions, honestly.
Listen,
I mean,
I feel you what you're saying, but we're a prisoner of the moment. We're a prisoner of the fact that Diggs just didn't do much at the end of the year. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. It's very easy to say, well, look, we did this, but then how about them other years when it was Diggs to Allen, Allen to Diggs,
right.
dominant,
Yeah,
and we were kicking everybody's ass.
them jump
So
balls.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's okay, we don't absolutely need a number one wide receiver to be good, but to have one would be pretty.
It's really a balance. What would you rather, a dominant number one receiver or a bunch of really good guys?
a dominant number one wide receiver, and
Really,
everybody else
it's
fall right in.
two instead of like 2, 3 receivers that one's a speedster, the other one's a big body and a depth player. You rather just give all that capital for that number one receiver that is still a question mark because. I mean, the college and the pros is way different. I mean, when's
No,
the last
those.
time a receiver really blew up besides the Jamar Chases and a Justin Jefferson?
I mean, that was recent. That was pretty recent.
That's
Justin
like 3
Jefferson.
years ago, though.
Yeah, I mean that's recent though.
Okay, in the past 3 years, name another receiver that had a similar, not to that height, but similar.
I mean, shit. Jordan Addison just had a great year in Minnesota.
George Pickens, of course.
There you go.
Who else? Hefe comes and building and says George Pickens. I mean, I would like to say yes, but I mean, on that team with the quarterback in play, he hasn't been able to reach the level that I know he can reach. So I still got hopes in Pickens, but who knows if Russell's able to elevate a George Pickens? Honestly, that's a huge question, and I really want to get Hefe on the show in the future to really discuss that. Can George Pickens get elevated to the player that I know he can be? We've seen flashes. He got hands. He's fucking a phenomenal catch, but you gotta have that.
T feeling me, man. T feeling me on the number one wide receiver.
T Estelle, the queen in the building. Nothing but love. Everybody show love to T Estelle at Not Your Average Podcast. Nothing but love over that Built in Buffalo, I believe. Her and Mike. Great things, man. Great content. Definitely show her some love. Not Your Average Podcast. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. Definitely some great content. Elon had somebody who didn't like him. I don't know. The hands. It was the hands. He was real grabby. Get a lot of penalties. I know him and Stephon Diggs went out a couple times because Diggs got tired of him grabbing so much. And then she said, it's a coaching thing. I believe it. I do believe it. But like she also said, we need number one receiver. Honestly, I'm going to be on the other side of the fence. I'm going to say I'm okay with a bunch of good guys. I'm okay with Curtis Samuel being our number one. Let Shakir kind of grow into his number two spot, which I definitely want to talk about Shakir because I really hope he doesn't become the next Gabe Davis.
If we stay pat, our number one receiver is Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, but that makes me want a number one receiver even more because then it opens up the field for Dalton Kincaid.
Okay, but look at when the Chiefs had their number one receiver. I hate to compare us to the Chiefs. I really hate that.
Are you saying Dalton Kincaid is Travis Kelce?
I'm not.
Okay, that's the difference. That's the difference.
Kincaid's our number one. Kelce is their number one. They don't have a number one receiver.
Yeah, I get you, but Kelce, Kincaid.
The level down. Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying Kincaid can't get there at some point. Like, as of right now, though, you can't. That's Travis Kelce. Like,
I agree. Yeah,
and right. also on top of that, that's Andy Reid scheming these boys open.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my biggest thing. My biggest problem with the Bills coaching all these years. I really feel like it's just a street football type of sense. And Josh Allen in the huddle, like, oh, Biggs, you go this post. Kincaid, you go bomb. You do this, you do that, and I'm gonna hit somebody that's open. And I feel like they don't necessarily scheme their players to get open. That's so it really does come down to coaching as well. So that's probably why we feel like we need that number one receiver because of our offensive coaching.
Yeah, but remember, there was plenty of times, maybe not this year, but in years past, where it's excuse me, it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. Who you throwing the ball to? You gotta have Josh. Josh has got to have that one guy that he knows he can go get. He can throw that ball to.
Yeah, somebody he could trust and who's reliable. Absolutely.
I'm just saying, if they decide to move up, I'll be okay with it. And that's just me. I would. And I'm plugging and playing everywhere else.
I mean, I do agree with you. Definitely late in the season, I feel like Stephon Diggs definitely dropped off from the top 10 receiver list last year. Still a good receiver, still got good legs and route running, but when it was those times where that's that elite receiver type of catch, he dropped them. And those number of times. It wasn't just the last drop for in the playoffs. It happened multiple times where, yes, it's a very tough catch, but I mean, you're him, right? You claim that you're him, you're elite. You got to make those catches, and he fell short.
He
And
caused a
honestly,
lot of drama.
yeah, and all the drama too. But this is really the best thing that happened to Stephon Diggs because now the main reason why Diggs really wants to leave because he's not able to carry the load of being receiver one and having a bunch of other guys behind him. He doesn't want the attention to himself. He's getting tired of being double teamed and not getting the ball. So that's why you see him walking back to the line or on third downs where he just takes himself out to play and this and that and the third, or he just standing there run plays and he don't want to block. He's going to be real good on the Texans where he is the number 2, number 3 receiver because they got a Tank Dell. They got a Nico Collins. They got a Joe Mixon. And then to throw Stephon Diggs in there, he's not going to have to carry that load. So that's definitely going to help Stephon Diggs because he doesn't want to work that much. It's point blank and serious. He doesn't want to work that hard.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I think Diggs is gonna have a monster year in Houston.
Oh yeah, that's all I'm saying is that to have that load off and to have other people that's just as good, if not better. I mean, yes,
I think you could pretty much pencil in Bills at Texans week 1. I mean, I don't know how the chat feels about that, but
I don't think
I know I was talking to a buddy.
Go ahead.
No, I was talking to a buddy. We were just trying to figure out who we think opening weekend will be. I mean, with Diggs going to Houston, that's pretty much writes itself.
All the drama, they kind of pressed the Stephon Diggs Twitter nonsense with the Bills, so that was always on the mainstream media with the Stephon Diggs Twitter bullshit. So I mean, I definitely could see that being a week 1 matchup.
It's got Sunday Night Football written all over it.
Yeah, I agree. Real quick, shout out to GZDR4EV over there on Twitch, man. Nothing but love. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Are you interested in running back? No, I'm not. For the past
maybe
5
day
years,
3.
We drafted 3 running backs in the past 5 years, and they're all gone. So I'm not.
Maybe not. I am maybe like 5th, 6th round.
Yeah. I definitely want to pick one up, but nothing in early.
Blake Corum, no, because I think Blake Corum goes in the 2nd round. And selfishly, guys, no offense, I'm an Ohio State fan. I don't want a Michigan guy on my team. And I like actually if we're talking running backs, I like my man from Notre Dame, Autry Estime.
Okay,
it's the perfect complement. I think he's size and speed up the middle. He had 29 touchdowns. Something different other than James Cook,
Absolutely. So I mean, to go back to the draft talk, what will the Bills do? Like I said, honestly, I firmly believe it's gonna shock me if we do move up because I feel like Brandon Beane definitely values his later rounds, and we need the players. It's not like we're only short at receiver. Like I said, we also need a safety. We also need cornerback, defensive line on outside and inside. We definitely could use an offensive lineman as well. And then we also want to double dip on receiver. So I really don't. I highly disagree that we're going to move up in this draft.
We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will see. Because you never know. You really never know.
Adam Schefter had us in the rumor mill today saying we're aggressively trying to move up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
They're making the phone calls. And honestly, it's still a time because we're always getting the later rounds of the first round. Brandon Beane gets antsy. He wants to do something. So that's why I feel like if we do move up, I don't think we're getting out of the top 20. I doubt we're going to get into the teams of the draft. If we do move up, it's going to be within 8 to 20 at the most. I don't know. I just don't feel like – I don't believe that he's going to give up that much capital to move up in the draft like that. Now, another question I want to ask you in the chat, how do you feel that we're not even going to get a receiver? How upset would you be if we don't draft a receiver?
Oh, my God. That would be fucking disaster.
Really? So
disaster.
Is receiver or bust for this draft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brandon Bean kind of put himself into a corner when he traded his number one wide receiver. I'm sorry. Like, I know we all hate Diggs right now because he was shit for the last 8 games of the year, but
Mm,
we can't you can't stress the importance of a number one wide receiver.
right.
We can't keep taking years and wasting years trying to figure it out.
And that's the big problem with Brandon Bean.
Josh is 27 right now.
Yeah, I feel like he should have been drafted the receiver.
But that's the thing. He tried. He stayed put and the run on receivers went. Kincaid wasn't who we wanted. The run on the receiver. I know Josh says he texted
Right.
Brandon Bean and said Kincaid or nothing, whatever, but there was a run on receivers 2 years in a row before the Bills. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Brandon Bean's thinking in his head he can't just let them all go this time.
Right. We're gonna see. I mean, so you just said we moved up 4 times out of 6. So we might just do it, but in those times we only moved up a couple spots. So that's why I feel like if we do move up, that's
Me
what
and
we
T
do.
on the same page. Wide receiver or bust.
Yeah.
Josh has a window. T, we here tonight, girl. We here. We here.
I love it. I love it. John with y'all too. He said we need to draft. We will draft a receiver. I love it. But the positions, I forgot the fucking dude name. I'm upset. But there's a safety out there
from Georgia.
Yeah, I believe so.
Javon Bullard.
There we go. There we go.
Yep.
So,
I'll take him in the second round.
In the second, though, you don't think he'll fall first at 28, or you already said receiver or bust?
I said we go receive. If we stay put, I say we go Leggett 28 and then Bullard's at 60.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm not upset about that. We got Mafia Sports Report in the building. Make sure y'all show some love, like, share, subscribe. Join the Mafia Sports Report YouTube channel. Fantastic shows, week long. You got UFC fight night, Friday nights, I believe. We got wrestling talk. We got obviously Tommy does his and on the Bills talk. So
you said wrestling talk.
What's up?
You said something about wrestling talk.
Yeah, they got he got some guys that do some wrestling talk. So
this new bloodline story about to be crazy.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. That boy Solo doing something over there.
Oh, they already changed. Roman's already a baby face. He ain't even came back yet.
He ain't even do nothing.
He ain't even do nothing yet.
He ain't even do nothing.
I can't wait.
Yeah, exciting things over there. But back to football.
Oh yeah, hold on. One thing.
Go ahead.
Welcome back, Lindy Ruff.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We forgot about a side chick, haven't we?
Yeah, I had to throw that in there on my bad interrupting, but welcome back, Lindy Ruff.
Absolutely. So for those who don't know, Sabres had fired their current head coach and signed our former head coach way back into our glory days, can I say? Lindy Ruff. Hopefully he can change some things around and get us to sniff the playoffs. So definitely shout out to Lindy Ruff and the Sabres over there. So, cuz they're asking for the mock draft. Got Spears Sports Talk in here.
I already told you I was picking.
Let's get it. I wanted to do like a live mock draft and kind of screen share on the show, but I'm doing the show on my phone, not a computer, so it doesn't allow me to do all that. Yeah. So, in the meantime, let me just pull up this on my other phone, and then we're gonna go through a quick mock draft. Because on your end, you said you already did one, right?
I already told y'all who I was picking with my first round pick.
Got you.
Either we trading up or we taking Leggett at 28.
I like it too, man. But it is, like I said, the mock draft is so. That's the main reason why I kind of don't like draft season, because the 1 year, the Greg Russo year, I was following Jeremiah Huso-Koromora. That was a dude I feel like we really needed to pick, because that was a time where obviously Poyer and Hyde were getting too old, and I feel like I wanted somebody new. He was also like a linebacker safety hybrid, so I put a lot of time and effort on that dude just for him to go to the Browns. Another one was Melifonwu. He ended up going to the Lions, and I ain't hear nothing from him since. So after those years, I'm like, man, if you spend all this time scouting and paying attention to these people, they don't land on the team, you forget all about them.
Yeah.
Like when we picked up Greg Russo, I had no idea who that dude was.
Yeah. I mean, I knew of him, but he had took that year off because of COVID. So
right, yeah. And they'll say that he barely played a full season and all that.
I think he
So
played 15 games in total at Miami. I think.
right. So I mean, at this time now, I'm still happy with him. He's not like an elite player, but definitely a strong starter. I mean, he's hard to get off the field. All right, so I got my mock draft up here. Hold on. I don't know why my thing is acting stupid. All right, entering draft. Let's get this. And everybody, I mean, tell me, who you guys think. Like I said, everybody's mock draft is gonna be different. Teams gonna pick different players to everybody's perception. But if whoever who did a mock draft, tell me who you guys got. I mean, he got Brian Smith Jr.
Ryan Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah.
He won't be there for us at 28.
You don't think so? Because I feel like with all the mock drafts, a lot of people are expecting him to come to us, either him or Xavier Leggett. Now, isn't Leggett the small, fast dude who's having trouble getting off the line and people press him?
No,
that's
the kid from Texas, I think.
Yeah.
And Nye Mitchell.
Like I said, I'm not a draft guy, so we're just spitballing out here.
So if you picking at 28, who you taking? That's basically what we're doing. That's the mock draft for you right there, because we're not doing a whole mock draft for the whole NFL.
Yeah, honestly, and you already know, most people only care about the first 2 rounds. So, all right, let's get it. All right, fast forwarding through this, we got the first. All right, let me see what we doing. Sorry, folks. So first one, obviously, going. All right, I don't know how to do this shit, so I'm already at 28. We got for receiver, we got Adonai Mitchell, Troy Frank, McConkey, Keon Coleman, Roman Wilson, Ricky Purcell.
That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, Jalen Polk. I know that's another one that we
Jalen Polk too, yeah.
Yeah, that was another one I seen a lot.
Doomsday gets all the press, but Polk was pretty good at Washington too.
And then Xavier Leggett is open too. We got McCorley. So that's just the first ones that got. If we're going strictly receiver or bust, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people want to talk about like Xavier Leggett. I like him, his speed. But the dude from Polk
and Nye Mitchell, Xavier Worthy ran a 4.40 at the combine.
Yeah, and honestly, what would you rather? Would you rather want more speed or more size for your number one receiver?
I need more speed.
These guys, obviously, they're not going to be. We're going to force it.
I need more speed because we don't really throw up those fade routes in the end zone like that, because usually once we get in the red zone, it's 17 time. So
yeah, 17 time. I mean, he also got his tight ends.
Yeah. So I'd rather have speed, to be honest. And if we're gonna do that, then shit. My man Xavier Worthy he's the fastest, but Leggett's right there too. If I'm not mistaken, Leggett ran like a 4.340. So
I believe he was a guy that had trouble with just press coverage.
Yeah, I don't know. It's college, you know. I think honestly, I think Leggett fits our offense beautifully.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people say it. A lot of podcasts definitely say. I mean, he's kind of really our highest guy that people really are anticipating.
Yeah, and John Robert he said it too. Leggett could possibly be our kick returner as well.
That's kind of where I was trying to bridge into, because not only just being the receiver one, we also are available for the kick return.
And
but the thing is, when we draft one of these guys, regardless if it's a Leggett, a Polk, Parcell, whoever, any one of these guys, Roman Wilson, any one of these guys, are they automatically going to be the number one receiver?
So no, hear me out though. So
that's the biggest question.
You'll get your number one receiver right away if you move up and get one of the top 3. But if you stay and you'll eventually. I do believe they'll eventually become a number one.
Eventually, but
this year, if you do that, like say we draft Leggett, then you just go and sign a vet on a 1-year prove it deal. How about Michael Thomas? He's out there, isn't he not? Yeah, I know he's always hurt,
But it is
but
like the money it's compared to the product he's going to give. Because, yeah, he's always hurt. He honestly, I've hurt fans
but
since
he's
he
one of
got
those kind of guys that are looking on it for a 1-year prove it deal. Those are the kind of guys that
right. And I would love him because you're a vet in the NFL. You can also obviously coach our receivers, our young
right.
receivers.
So if you do get a guy like that at 28 and you go sign a 1-year deal with Michael Thomas or even Odell Beckham, I'm cool with that. Because I think towards the end of the year in Baltimore, Odell was starting to get back to being Odell.
Yeah, he flashed. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
You need a guy, if you bring in a guy like that who's looking for a 1-year deal to try to get paid one more time, of course they wouldn't mind coming to Buffalo and playing with Josh.
Right.
Like it's the perfect spot for one of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
To ball out for a year and hopefully big contract.
Boom. We got Sword Brother, Joseph, man. I appreciate you jumping in the chat, giving the information. Xavier Leggett. So that's not the guy I was talking about. The dude I was talking about, he's like 5'10, 5'9. He's like 160 or 170. Who was having trouble getting off the line because people was bullying him too much. Yeah, he got speed because if he gets free, he's wide open. But he had a hard time getting
I
off.
love the comp. Eric Mose was a bad man.
Yeah, so Leggett, I mean, at that size, but don't forget, everybody, Amy knows what I've been talking about. We still got Justin Shorter, big boy. What?
Oh, I've been calling
6'3",
for Justin Shorter.
Yeah, 6'3", 6'4". He's a big body. I he hasn't really showed me anything to have this much hope into him, but I really got high hopes in this dude Shorter. To say that he's gonna outshine our rookie round 1 receiver, that's gonna be tough, but it's definitely gonna be a battle. But
I got a feeling on Shorter like I had like 3-4 years ago when we got Tage Thompson.
Okay.
For the Sabres. I was always high on Tage, and it took him a little while, and now he's a stud. I feel like with the other guy, I feel the same way.
Right. I mean, do
Shorter.
you
I really do.
Huh? I want to keep him in the slot. He reminds me so much of Cole Beasley. Those who know me, I love me some Cole Beasley. No dig. I'm sorry, the kids say it. I gotta say it.
He said no diddy. Wow.
The kids be saying it, man. I gotta get hit. I'm getting old.
Ooh, that's the highlight of the night right there. We got a no diddy in the show.
But no, I don't. Shakir's not a burner. I never seen him to be a burner. He's just a route tactician. He's like a baby Diggs. Like he's perfect in the slot. I feel for Shakir. Now, let's say obviously we got Curtis Samuel. He's our number 1 right now. We're kind of drafted for our number 2 that could potentially be our number 1. So is it Shorter, a Mac Hollins? Is it Andy Isabella? Is he gonna blow up?
No, they brought Mac Hollins in to strictly take over the Gabe Davis role.
Yeah, I believe that. But then whoever
Mafia was that Tommy over there at Mafia Sports Report?
Yeah, it was like
is that Tommy? Yeah, bro. People really don't understand how good Eric Mose was.
Yeah, I mean
he was
my time, so I seen a little bit, but I know y'all too. Yeah, I know that shit vividly.
Eric Mose was a monster, bro. Monster. He was one of my favorite Bills of all time. I'll be honest with you on that.
Oh yeah, sorry, brother. I definitely appreciate you jumping in the chat, giving us that information. Yeah, I mean, I would like that. I would definitely like that. If he falls to us at 28, there's really no need to make any type of moves, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then with Kincaid in the slot, so how would you do that? If you're moving Kincaid out into a slot, where would you put a Shakir?
There's a slot side on the left side and right side.
Right. So we'll see that. I just don't like Shakir on the outside on the boundary because he's not a burner. He's not a big body. Now, obviously, you don't have to be the one of those two to be a boundary guy, but that's just my preference. We got Tommy in the building. People really don't understand how good Eric Mose was. If he played for a team that had a better quarterback in his career, who knows what his career stats have been like. I mean, yeah, that's just imagine if he had something like a Josh Allen. That would be yeah.
Man, he had monster years. The 1 years he had when
Mo's not a Hall of Fame, is he?
When Flutie was here, that's why we made those playoffs. Him and Flutie were killing it.
But he's not a Hall of Famer. He's not, right?
No. He's a Bills Hall of Famer, though. He's up on that wall.
Shout out to Paul Hyde. I don't know for those who've seen Jordan Poyer on Eric Mole's podcast, but they talked about the question that I've been talking about this whole time since that trade. What would happen if Josh Allen and Jordan Poyer met down the line? It was just them two. And I love Poyer's answer. I really loved it. I didn't expect him to give the answer. I don't know what I expected, but nothing but love to respect the Poe. He's definitely my Wall of Famer. You could put just Poyer Hyde in the new stadium. Poe and Hyde. I'm happy with that. They definitely deserved it. But he gave a great answer. He said, I just trust my instincts. He said, I'm going to tackle him. I'm not going to say I'm going to smack him or I'm going to do this or that and third, but I just know I'm going to make that tackle.
Man, he going to get his ass ran the fuck over. You need to stop that now.
I believe Poyer. He going to trust his instincts. He going to make that tackle.
Yeah, he going to trust his instinct to get his ass ran over.
Yeah, that's he might get ran over, but he's going to wrap up his legs and get Josh down. That's
17 going right through him, and then when he gets up, he going like this on him.
Yeah, yeah. Come on now. Nah, this is respect the Poe. Now he gonna jump over his little ass because he got like 10 feet.
Yeah. Should have asked him what he's gonna do first Miami game when Josh torches him for 3 touchdowns.
I'm telling you, burn him. Don't start Poe.
Oh, don't get me started, man. It's too early. I'm not ready for football season yet, man.
Oh man, I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
And the only reason I say that is because I'm not the summer hasn't started yet, so I'm not ready to get rid of the warm weather yet.
Leaving?
So,
okay, bye.
I'm not ready to get rid of the warm weather that hasn't even came yet. That's the only reason.
That's the only thing about football season because we're hoping the summer's going so we can get ready for football.
Yeah, but
and John Roberts talking about Terrell Shavers. I mean, I really have no idea what he can offer, but obviously he's another death piece.
Shavers looked good last year in the preseason.
Yeah. It's just tough because obviously we lost 4 of our 5 starting receivers. Like we lost Stephon Diggs, we lost Gabe Davis, we lost Trent Sherfield and Hardy. Even though the last 2 didn't really do too much.
You got the shirt, man. I'm telling you, relax. He got it. He got it. That's the way I'm going into this draft. I got full confidence in Brandon Beane.
Yeah, he's not going to take a $31 million cap hit for no fucking reason.
There's always a plan. There's always a plan B.
And Beane we trust.
And Beane we trust.
There we have it. Like I said, I wish I could give you guys more draft information, but like I said, for the past couple of years, I do my research. We don't hit, and I forget all about those players. So I'm more of the guys that like, boom, I'm waiting for the day of whatever we do, whoever we pick up. All right, that's what I'm going to rock with. Pay attention to them in the mini camp and preseason, and hopefully they can ball out for us.
We might have to go to training camp this year and do a show from training camp.
I would love to, man. Let me know.
We might have to do that.
We
See if the Bills will let us do that.
Anybody else who ends up going to the training camp, yo, hit me up. Let me know. Anybody in the chat is more than welcome. You know how I roll. It's nothing but love.
Yeah, nothing but love.
We'll definitely get anybody and everybody in the show. Give us our little piece, and we'll definitely talk our shit on that.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you want to touch on, Cuz, before we go? We got a good 15 minutes left.
Yeah, Brandon Beane, man. Bills fans, he got it. I'm telling you, trust it. If there was ever a time in this whole Brandon Beane era to trust the process, trust it right now. I'm telling you, we'll be happy by the end of the draft.
Kool-Aid is running dry, but
we'll be fine. Come September, we're gonna be a problem.
Cooking up right now. He got another pitcher he's stirring up.
Come September, we're gonna be a problem, guys.
And that's another thing, man. At the end of the day, even though if we
a problem still right now.
And that's what I'm that's
a problem still right now.
Now let me talk my shit. Let me go on my rant real quick. Man, let me roll up the fucking sleeves. Oh, I already finished my shot. Hold up. Anyways, at the end of the fucking day, we still have Jonathan fucking Patrick fucking Allen.
Joshua.
That's what I said, Joshua.
No, you said Jonathan.
Did I? Okay, all right. Well, that liquor kicking in then. That liquor kicking in then. We got that guy. We got number 17, the fucking dog, the GOAT of Buffalo. At the end of the day, we're still good. Yes, we lost our 2 top receivers, but we're still good because at the end of the day, Josh Allen still makes every receiver he throws to better. He gives them career high stats. Stephon Diggs. I don't know about Emmanuel Sanders, but Emmanuel Sanders telling himself, "Yo, Efe, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, my man said Jonathan Patrick Allen.
Leave me alone, all right?
He said it with confidence too, Hefe.
That's my boy. Anyway, we still got Joshua.
There you go.
He's gonna make it happen regardless. No matter who he has, even in his rookie year when we had Biscuit Benjamin and fucking
Whoa, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
We had Roscoe Dash on the team.
My
He
man
still
said
was making
Biscuit
it
Benjamin.
as a rookie. I mean, look at his rookie highlights. You still seeing flashes in his rookie year of today. He's still happy. He's still going to ball out. He still got James Cook. He still got
that man made John Brown the number one receiver for a year.
I'm telling you.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
Come on.
So we're never without. And at the end of the day, if Josh got to throw that ball up and catch it himself, he will. He's going to be the first quarterback in NFL history to have over 100 receiving yards and multiple receiving touchdowns. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
That's my hot take.
They just going to run Wildcat with Josh at quarterback with the Wildcat.
All day. I'm telling you. But yeah, on a serious note, regardless of what happens, we may not get the pick that we want, but just trust the process. Shit. If we don't make the playoffs, we don't win the division, we're still Bill fans at the end of the day. We still got Josh. We're going to rock with him. We're still going to do what it do.
Facts.
So there you have it, folks. Nothing but love to everybody out in the chat. We running 50, 60 plus strong. Shout out to Tommy in the building for Mafia Sports Report. Nothing but love. Allowing us to join your channel and just have fun with everybody here, man. It's been an honor. So we got the draft coming up tomorrow. Make sure y'all mark your calendars, make y'all schedules, make your alarms and all that good stuff. I'm going to be at work, so I'm going to have that radio blasting to see what we're going to do tomorrow. So, big things. And Bean, we trust Big Baller Bean. Let's get it. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Let's go. Y'all. Let's go.
One job to get done today, man. Find a W. Play for each other. Love y'all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.